Farsighted. What's going on, Secoya Nation? This is Dr. Shillian bringing you today's wellness wisdom. I'm going to try and do a slow-mo version because that captions pick up better. So farsighted, if you're not familiar with it, it's really related to an inability to see up close, but you can see in the distance. All right. So if you can see the mountains just fine, but you try to read here and you're like, I can't read the label on the bottle. That's the big thing with farsightedness. Typically, they talk about either the lens or the cornea. It's argued that maybe the eye is too short, maybe there's some pressure in the socket, things of that nature. So my job is to teach you not about the physical structures or the biochemistry of it all, but more talk about the brain-body connection, because that's why people watch this channel. So when someone is concerned about a threat in the future, you want to address it before it hits home, shall we say. Then you're going to be focused on the horizon, right? You're going to be focused on the distance, and what does that mean? How can I foresee a threat or a conflict or a challenge before it ever gets to home, right? Before it lands on your doorstep. And it could be like a fear of the future, if you will. It could be a fear of for myself or for someone I love. Is a great way to look at it. And so if you're having trouble seeing up close, then you're probably worried about something in the future happening, or you're trying to be hyper vigilant and get there before it ever happens. You're trying to head it off before the pass, I think it's as the phrase goes. But when there is a perception of like a harsh expectation, like we're really concerned about something bad happening to us or one of our loved ones, then our brain shifts our focus into the future or into the distance to make sure that we are picking up and perceiving all the different threats that are coming along the horizon. If you have someone that has a fear of aging, right, a fear of looking bad, that will also change the way they look at themselves in the mirror. So if they have this, I dread looking in the mirror because I feel like I'm aging and things like that, then that's going to be related to having that hyperopia, which is what it's called, that farsightedness, the hyperopia. When you think about the brain, it could be the motor that's not tensing the lens, and as far as the structures go, but it could also be, again, from the sensory standpoint, it's either the cornea or the lens. So from the motor standpoint, if you want to consider, it's like you have lost love in the past, or you're currently in the process of losing love. That could be difficulty in losing love. It could be either lack of patience with yourself or feeling a lack of patience from other people. But it can also consider, like, if I have a desire for attention, or if I need attention, that can affect the eye. And again, that's the motor and how you're, for example, if my left eye has a challenge reading up front, I don't know if you've ever done this before, cover one of your eyes and see which one like focuses easier. You might have a challenge with one and not the other. That's a classic brain-body disconnect. So if I have a left eye reading issue, if I close my right eye or cover it up and I have trouble reading, but if I close my left eye and read with my right, it's fine. That's my right motor affecting my left eye, okay, across the body. So, for example, if I'm a right-handed person and it's my right motor, okay, affecting the left side, that's going to be more of a nurturing, right? Right side, right side. Siblings, friends, aunts, cousins, grandmas, teachers, mom, their children, okay? And so if it is the sensory part of your brain and not the motor, then you're going to think about the cornea is loneliness, and then the lens is intense loneliness. So these are some of the aspects you can take into consideration for yourself or someone else you know who might be challenged with, they're like, I can't see the street sign, right? They can't see, but they can read like a text that's right up against their nose. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do nearsighted or myopia tomorrow, okay? So these are the kind of things you will think about as you observe yourself and other people you love and care about or know. And so run back through and see how they're focused on future threats or future challenges that they don't want to get to their doorstep, or they're feeling lonely, or they want attention, they don't want attention, stuff like that. Okay? So hope this is inspiring and you found it beneficial. If you feel like it helped you understand yourself or someone you love, share it with them. If you feel like someone else doesn't understand you, you want them to help them understand you, share it with them. Because by helping the community around you understand you and how you approach understanding your brain and body, then you can start sprinkling, planting seeds in the garden of their mind so that they join you on this journey of self-awareness and self-exploration, all right? So appreciate you, love you. We'll see you tomorrow for the Wellness Wisdom. All right, guys, bye-bye.